I can put my knees way over my toes, keep my arch, right? But he brought a good question up. Toes forward is what they teach in school, right? Is that what they do now? I think that's really bad after like your first day of squatting. Everyone has a different hip shape and everyone has a different leg length. I will teach everyone here how to squat as deep as possible, but you first have to learn your own anatomy first. I'll just show you really fast. Everyone can do this. Pull your knee up to your chest, straight in front of you. I can't. Can you guys? I can't. I don't think it's possible. Okay, now you're going to turn your knee out and then try again. And you'll notice there's one range where it's way higher up than it is. So you got to play with this a little bit, right? I can't here. I can't all the way out here, but then there's just like one spot it goes in. There's a notch in your hip crease where the actual ball and socket will have the most ROM. So you want to make sure you find that certain length. So he might not, he was taught like, oh, be perfectly straight. This is awesome textbook-wise, but maybe not for his anatomy. I'll balance you, but can you pick one knee up to your chest? Yeah, and then play with it. Open up your knee. That's how wide his stance needs to be on both legs. Okay, so you're going to put your foot down right there, and you're going to do the same thing on the other leg. So this is actually what a squat stance should be, slightly turned out. Okay, it's not textbook, but actually is what is anatomically ideal for the athlete and client. Okay, if you watch the Olympics, they actually make a ton of mistakes too. Realistically, at some point, mistakes are just naturally part of it. You're going to do the exact same thing. You can keep that same stance facing it, but I'm going to ask him to part his knees very wide. You know, you ask him about dorsiflexion. If you don't do this technique, it's all dorsiflexion you're trusting in, as opposed to the style we're teaching where you're using basically the full ball and socket. Yeah, do the exact same thing. You can squat on out. The stance is great. Just make sure your walkout is where you place your feet. Can you shimmy to the left a little bit? Yeah, you're good. Pull the bar nice and tight to your body. Sorry. Yeah, you're good. You can do you. Just do you. You're going to walk. Good, 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 good. Okay, so we want the feet a little bit wider like you demonstrated earlier. Nice. And you're going to keep the heels where they're at. We're going to turn your toes out a millimeter. Turn out? Yeah, out. Yeah, yeah. Perfect. Now he's going to screw through the ground. Right foot's going to turn through the floor clockwise. Left foot counterclockwise. Do you feel your glutes, sir? Perfect. Take a deep breath in. You're going to hip hinge, and you're going to part your knees, okay? I'm going to scream knees wide. Keep going. Knees wide, 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 wider, 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 that wide. How much deeper is he? How much better is his chest position? It's a perfect squat. Come on up, man. That was great. That was great. Yeah, 2 more. When you come up, push your feet through the ground while squeezing your thighs to lock out. Good. Deep breath in. Go ahead. Good. Knees even wider on this last rep to the point you feel this part of your shoe dig into the ground, okay? You're pushing the outside of your heels through the ground. Break the floor, break the floor. Yeah, come up. Perfect. Rack. So I didn't talk about the trunk of his body. I didn't talk about his ankles. I didn't talk about anything. It was just his knees opening. I knew it was his hips, 1,000%. The hips connect to your lower back. We can all do this ourselves. If you come down to a squat and you go into valgus, right, what will happen to my lower back? You guys ever seen that before? You guys know what it's called? It's called the butt wink. Some people call it the butt wink, right? Anterior to posterior tilt shifting. Most of the time it happens in the hips, not necessarily the lower back. And it happens at the bottom because that's the toughest position. It's not usually mobility. It's your body calling upon your adductors to get more out of it. Your adductors don't just adduct, they're actually a hip extensor, just like your glutes. That's why your body's pulling in your knees, right? So what we want to do is keep the spine neutral, still engage the adductors with the twist, but not let it take over completely, right? So I'm staying in this like nice stance as I come up, but realistically, I'm twisting this floor as hard as possible, like so.